The assembly will now come to order. The chief clerk will call the roll.
Assembly members Anderson, Backus, Brown-May, Carter, Cole, Considine, Dahlia, DeLong, Dickman, De Silva, Edgeworth, Flanagan, Gallant, Gonzalez, Goulding, Gray, Gurr, Hafen, Hanson, Hardy, Hibbets, Hunt, Jackson, Howdigy, Karras, Kasama, Koenig, LaRue Hatch, Marzola, Miller, Monroe Moreno, Moore, Mosca, Nadeem, Wynn, O'Neill, Orentlicker, Roth, Torres Fawcett, Watts, Urick, Flanagan, Speaker Yeager,
Here.
Monroe Moreno, sorry.
Assemblymember Howdigy.
Thank you, Speaker. May the record reflect there are 41 members present, 1 absent, excused.
The record shall so reflect we have 41 members present, 1 absent excused. That means we do have a quorum. Would members of the assembly and guests please rise? We have the prayer this morning by Pastor Kathy Morris from Holy Cross Lutheran Church in Reno.
Gracious God, we thank you for this day and the opportunity we have to be of service to our communities and our state. Make us mindful of all the people of our state so that we can clearly see their needs and then inspire us with ways we can support them. Grant us creativity and peace in how we find solutions to challenging situations. Give us wisdom and a spirit of cooperation as we make decisions that will impact all people of Nevada. Bless each one in this room so that they may be a blessing to others. Amen.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the Order of Business 2, reading and approval of the journal.
Carson City, Thursday, March 6, 2025. The assembly called to order.
Assemblymember Howdigy.
Thank you, Speaker. I move to dispense with reading of the journal and authorize the Speaker and Chief Clerk to make the necessary corrections and additions.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. We'll now go to Order of Business 8, motions, resolutions, and notices.
Notice of exemption, March 9th, 2025. The Fiscal Analysis Division, pursuant to Joint Standing Rule 14.6, has determined the eligibility for exemptions of Assembly Bills numbers 191, 308, 313, and 320. And the Fiscal Analysis Division, pursuant to Joint Standing Rule 14.6, has determined the exemption of Assembly Bill number 366. Sarah Kaufman, Fiscal Analysis Division.
That will take us to Order of Business 9, introduction, first reading, and reference of bills.
Assembly Bill 376, introduced by Assembly Members O'Neill et al., revises provisions relating to insurance.
Assemblymember Marzola.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that Assembly Bill 376 be referred to your Committee on Commerce and Labor.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 377, introduced by Assembly Members Gallant et al., revises provisions relating to real property.
Assemblymember Backus.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that Assembly Bill 377 be referred to your Committee on Revenue.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. Assembly Bill 377 is so referred.
Assembly Bill 378, introduced by Assembly Members Carter et al., creates the Alternative Therapy Pilot Program.
Assemblymember Brown-May.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move Assembly Bill 378 be referred to your hardworking Committee on Health and Human Services.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 379, introduced by Assemblyman Hibbets et al., makes an appropriation to the College of Southern Nevada for the development of the Northwest Campus.
Assemblymember Backus.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that Assembly Bill 379 be referred to your Committee on Ways and Means.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 380, introduced by Assemblymember Edgeworth et al., revises provisions relating to mobile crisis teams.
Assemblymember Brown May.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move Assembly Bill 380 be referred to your hardworking Committee on Health and Human Services.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 381, introduced by Assemblymembers Hardy et al., revises provisions relating to animals.
Assemblymember Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that Assembly Bill 381 be referred to your Committee on Judiciary.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 382, introduced by Assemblymembers Flanagan et al., revises provisions relating to health insurance coverage for biomarker testing.
Assemblymember Marzola.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that Assembly Bill 382 be referred to your Committee on Commerce and Labor.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 383, introduced by Assemblymembers Hanson et al., establishes provisions relating to programs of high-impact tutoring.
Assemblymember Torres Fawcett.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that AB 383 be referred to your most academic Committee on Education.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 384, introduced by Assemblymember Cole, revises provisions relating to juvenile justice.
Assemblymember Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that Assembly Bill 384 be referred to your Committee on Judiciary.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 385, introduced by Assemblymember Cole, revises provisions relating to governmental administration.
Assemblymember Considine.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that Assembly Bill 385 be referred to your Committee on Government Affairs.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 386, introduced by Assemblymember Goulding, revises provisions relating to assessments administered to pupils to assess reading proficiency.
Assemblymember Torres Fawcett.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that AB 386 be referred to your most proficient Committee on Education.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 387, introduced by the Committee on Judiciary, revises provisions governing guardianship for minors.
Assemblymember Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that Assembly Bill 387 be referred to your Committee on Judiciary.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred.
Assembly Bill 388, introduced by Assemblymembers LaRue Hatch et al., revises provisions relating to employment.
Assemblymember Marzola.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that Assembly Bill 388 be referred to your Committee on Commerce and Labor.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. The bill is so referred. That will take us to Order Business 15, remarks from the floor. If you'd like to give Order Business 15, please indicate by hitting your speak button. Let's start with Assemblymember Gray.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker. A couple things today. First, I want to tell my daughter congratulations. She was sworn in as a Lyon County Deputy Sheriff this morning and has embarked on her new career with them. So, got to be a proud papa right now. I would also like to introduce a very good friend of mine. Raleigh, stand up. This is Raleigh Patterson. He is not only is he a veteran brother, he served 4 years with the United States Coast Guard. He also served 30 years as a Walnut Creek police officer in California. And as if that weren't enough, he spent another 16 with the Alameda County Sheriff's Department. So if you guys could all, join me in welcoming him, I'd really be appreciative. Thank you.
Assemblymember Anderson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, I have the opportunity and privilege to announce that today is Children's Day at the Legislature. If you are with the Children's Cabinet or any of the children's organizations, if you would please stand to be recognized. Since 2011, over 80 different nonprofit, corporate, philanthropic, and state agencies and organizations have joined together to host Children's Week at the Legislature, which begins with Children's Day. Each day focuses on a different topic. Monday is focused on education. Tuesdays, issues related to child welfare, safety, and juvenile justice. Wednesday is mental well-being. Thursdays, children's physical well-being. We have several families and professionals that are here today to share their experiences to help legislators make informed decisions that could impact families in our state. Please welcome the children's, family, and providers who will be in the building this week, and stop by room 3100 for additional information on programs and services. I'd like to thank the Nevada Institute for Children's Research and Policy at UNLV and the Children's Advocacy Alliance for hosting the event again this year. Please make them feel welcome. And I have an additional guest very quickly. I also have my intern here today. This is Lauren Ewall. She's a second-year student at University of Nevada, Reno, majoring in political science and Spanish. She's a proud member of the Wolfpack Marching and Pep Band. After graduation, Lauren plans to return to Las Vegas to study at the Boyd School of Law. Please help Lauren feel welcome.
Assemblymember Brown May.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am excited to announce that today is the University of Nevada, Reno School of Social Work Advocacy Day. If you are here with you in our School of Social Work Advocacy, would you please stand up? Please stand up and be recognized. Social workers in the house. Look at that. Present on the floor with us today are faculty, staff, and students from the University of Nevada, Reno. Look at how amazing they are. They're from the School of Social Work. They've joined us today for their Advocacy Day. Nearly 140 students are here, along with their faculty and their mentors. They're committed to advancing policies that promote social justice, equity, and the well-being of Nevada's most vulnerable populations. As future social workers, they are here to engage with us in the legislative process, advocate for the social profession, and learn firsthand how policy shapes the communities that they serve. Their presence today reflects their dedication to ethical leadership and service, core values of the social work profession. I would like to welcome them all, and if you would join me in please helping them all feel welcome here today in our house.
Assemblymember Gurr.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I even found the right button this morning. It's my extreme honor and pleasure to introduce my daughter and my two grandsons, Jacob and Gavin. They're visiting on their spring break to come to Nevada, to come to the legislature and watch what we do. Gavin's a sophomore at Desert Hills High School. And the short guy, Jacob, is in the 8th grade at Desert Hills Elementary. And I would like all of you to give him a big welcome. Thank you.
Assemblymember O'Neill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, I have the honor and true pleasure to introduce to you one of my close friends and also a fellow Carson City in Nevada, Miss Lucia Maloney. Lucia is a native Nevadan, as I said. She's also a small business owner in IT here in Carson City. And I'll tell you, she is passionate about common sense policy, which she jokes to me about regularly about when am I going to start using common sense. But we'll forgive her. And she's been very active in local politics and now is expanding, and is why she's here today in our state legislature. As Carson City Transportation Manager, she established and championed a bipartisan coalition to leverage limited local taxes for Carson City roadways, to which she was very successful, Due to her work, she welcomed United States Secretary of Transportation, Miss Elaine Chao, back in 2018 when Ms. Chow came to visit Carson and award the city a transportation grant. Would you please make her feel welcome here? Thank you.
Assemblymember De Silva.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I have with me Mr. Fred Wager. Please rise here, sir. Fred is a veteran of the United States Army, came out as a sergeant first class, and then later on would have a very distinguished service career here in Nevada. He would go on to serve as the director of the Nevada Department of Veteran Services. And then on his free time, he also serves as the legislative liaison for the VFW, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, one of our nation's oldest veterans associations. So please let us make Mr. Fred here welcome.
Assemblymember Wynn.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have the honor of introducing a couple of special guests. First is the one with the paparazzi camera, is the Ms. Marlene Monteolivo. She's actually here to be the paparazzi for the very special young man that I'm going to introduce next. Go ahead, please stand up. Mr. Mayor. It is so wonderful to see everyone in the building here to celebrate Children's Day. Oh, even the speaker is taking a picture of you. To help kick it off this week for Assembly District A, I'm proud to be joined by Ricky Goria Lopez Jr., or affectionately known as RJ. A local celebrity, Ricky is the Clark County, daylight saving is affecting me as well. Ricky is the Clark County Strong Start Youth Mayor and is an exceptional 11-year-old leader, scholar, and an advocate making a difference in his community. As UNLV Nevada Institute for Children's Research and Policy Clark County Strong Start Youth Mayor, Ricky champions children's well-being by promoting healthier lifestyle, reducing screen time, I need you to teach my kids that, and encouraging community service. He aims to inspire his peers to be active, make healthier choices, and give back to their communities. Academically, Ricky is a straight A student, demonstrating intelligent hard work and love for learning. His dedication to education is evident in his outstanding classroom performance, recently earning him a Student of the Month award at his elementary school in Southwest Las Vegas. Beyond academic, Ricky is a disciplined martial artist, nearing his black belt in Taekwondo after 7 years of training. This journey has taught him resilient, focus, and respect, qualities he applies throughout his life. With a strong foundation of leadership, academics, and community service, Ricky stand out as role model with a bright future. So we have a little proclamation for him. All right. And we are proud to welcome and celebrate his remarkable achievements. Of course, shout out to his parents, RJ Sr., who's in the with the camera in the audience, as well as Jennifer Lopez, and wish him success for all his achievement, as well as when he tests for his black belt this weekend.
Welcome to the legislature, Mr. Mayor. And Ricky, who goes by RJ, I also know something about him from several years ago. Back in 2019, he was the winner of the inaugural donut wall coloring contest up in the Assembly Judiciary Office. So I knew back then he was going to do great things. Mr. Mayor, it's great to have you. We'll go next to Assemblymember Dahlia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to briefly recognize a birthday for our colleague across the aisle from District 23. This marks our colleague's second birthday here in Carson City as a member of this body. Our colleague comes to us from Henderson, where she works in real estate. She is also a content creator, an avid hiker, a yoga practitioner, a dog lover, shout out to Bendy, and a loving mom of two. Thank you for making the sacrifice to be here with us on your birthday and for your commitment to doing right by our state. On behalf of our colleagues, happy birthday. And for the second Monday in a row, there will be cake in the caucus room. Thank you.
Do we have any other order of business 15 remarks from the floor this morning? It might be afternoon. We still have 1 minute in the morning. Okay. Assemblymember Howdege.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Some announcements for the floor. As you've heard, today is UNR School of Social Work Advocacy Day, so please visit them on the second floor. They have displays up where you can learn more about what they do. It is Children's Week at the Legislature, hosted by the Nevada Institute for Children's Policy, and they have displays in the front foyer available until 2 p.m. and activities in room 3100. Tomorrow, we have the Nevada Bankers Association celebrating their day, as well as CASA Day at the Legislature. Seeing no other business before us, Mr. Speaker, I move that the Assembly stand adjourned until Tuesday, March 11th at the hour of 11:30 a.m.
Assemblymember Howdege has moved that the Assembly stand adjourned until Tuesday, March 11th, 2025 at the hour of 11:30 a.m. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned.